Hi everybody, I have another update for you. Let's get into it, okay? It's a black screen again, so I'm not going to put it on the screen. Okay, alright. Let's do it.
So here comes another unedited, half-assed update.
Oh, you said it. You're the one that said it.
Still sick, but I'm generally okay. I went to see a doctor.
What kind of doctor, Chantal? Did you see an endocrinologist? Did you go to the emergency room? What kind of doctor? We need details, girl.
And had more testing done. Urine, blood, blah, blah, blah. And, basically, the antibiotic I was on was more like just a broad spectrum basic one they prescribe at first. If that doesn't work, they, do more analysis of the blood and urine and stuff.
Right. Yeah. So this is what they call empiric treatment. So basically, if most people who have this type of infection, and I'm just speaking very generally, typically will respond to this type of antibiotic. So that's what they call empirically treating. They'll just say, it's most likely going to be this. So instead of going through the expense of doing a culture to see exactly what and which bacteria it is and what it's going to be susceptible to, we're going to prescribe this broad spectrum. It should cover it, it should. Most of the time it does, but, it might not. And in that case, they need to do a culture and see exactly what bacteria it is so they know exactly what to prescribe to target it. And of course, Chantal is a special girl, so she has special bacteria.
And then they put me on I'm on different antibiotics. Oh, sorry.
You're not going to be on different antibiotics. That's not a thing.
Or I have a cough now. And different medications for renal function and like a cough medicine. What else?
You got that scissor, huh? Did you get that scissor? Oh, yeah.
Something to make your, pee alkaline. Paracetamol and a muscle relaxant because I have this stabbing in my ear.
Wait a minute. You were prescribed a muscle relaxant because you have a stabbing in your ear? Which muscle in the ear is that supposed to help?
Which is the most annoying thing that I'm suffering is this pain in my ear. It's an earache. Oh my gosh. And I cannot stand earaches. As a kid, I used to get them all the time.
Yeah, but I'm sure you have some kind of positive food memory along with that. Did your mom give you ice cream or what was the benefit to having earaches as a kid? I'm sure you're going to tell us.
And I just remember trying to sleep and my ear just crackling and anyway. So basically what the doctor said was, since, I still had infection, I was fighting infection, my immune system was weak. It is weak right now, and that lets in, little viruses. I probably have, that's where the earache and the cough, the dry cough comes from.
And that's where my cough, that's where the cough comes from. Okay. So you not only have a bacterial infection in your kidney that now you're taking a new antibiotic, but now you have you have also acquired viruses along the way. Wow. Very sick. You're very sick.
Which is the short of breath that you're hearing. Which, yeah, it's I'm on some kind of cough medicine for that.
What's the muscle relaxant, though? What's that for? Is that for the sciatica? Has that made a reoccurrence? Probably, because you're in a very weakened state. So everything's going to come crashing in all at once.
So that, and I've just been sleeping, trying to recover, and what else? I mean, I guess I don't even know why I'm on here updating you guys. You have it all figured out.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Well, no, we don't have it figured out, because no one knows the truth. Let's be real. You probably don't even know the truth yourself because you just said that you're taking a muscle relaxant for an earache. So truth is very fluid, isn't it? Isn't it, Chantal? It's very fluid.
No, I just had to turn off comments. It's so overwhelming. It's like... Okay, I have to remind people,
Yeah, you turned off comments on the Beezers who were extremely concerned for your health and safety. Extremely concerned. I scrolled through a couple of times and there were like maybe one or two kind of snarky comments, but even like people who don't like you were like, I think you need to go to the hospital. So everyone that expressed concern for you and care, you just shut them down. You just turned off comments completely. Like, how do you think that made them feel? You don't care. I know. Silly question.
Nicely, I guess, that you're not doctors. You're not, even if you are a doctor, you're not a doctor has me as a patient. So unless you've examined me and taken my blood and everything else, you have the knowledge you have of what I'm suffering from is diddly squat. I have people, SOS reaching out to me that it's diabetic ketoacidosis, which it's not. It's also not camel related. It's not.
Okay, hold your camels. So you summoned the doctor. The doctor is in now. Dr. Owl is on the screen currently and is listening to all of this BS. Now, the pharmacist behind the counter there, you see that look she's been giving you, like, please. Like, she doesn't buy it, all right? But now the doctor's here, and you're going to have to talk to the doctor, and I don't think the doctor's buying it. So everyone's concerned. Everyone's not a doctor, and those who are doctors haven't treated you personally, so they know nothing. Okay. And what about the camel? What?
Camel related. So, for people to be commenting like, you're stupid, you went near a camel, blah, blah, blah. Like, the doctor even laughed at that. And I even, brought up the MERS.
You're the one who brought up the camel, Chantal. How quickly you forget. You should probably listen back to your last update before you upload this one. That you probably should have done that because you're the one who actually talked about that and said, oh, how coincidental that I'm making out with a camel and I got sick again, just like I did last time I was rubbing up on a camel. You're the one who brought up MERS yourself in your last video. Did you hear me speculating about camel diseases? No, you didn't. That was you.
Okay, and you have to remember, in between the one time I got sick, which was coincidental, because I had just traveled and I had, gotten sick, I've been to see camels many, many times. I've kissed camels. I've hugged camels. This and that. So it's not camel related illness. It's just basically a nasty, urine infection, UTI, or kidney infection that will not, that was resistant to the first antibiotics. So hopefully these ones, it will work. If I still am not well, in a few days, then I was advised to go to the hospital again. So,
Were you really? Were you really advised to go to the hospital? So you're under a doctor's care, right? That's what you said, right? And you were prescribed a broad spectrum antibiotic. It didn't work. You're still sick. You went back. They did a culture. They prescribed a new antibiotic. They gave you paracetamol, which for our American friends is basically Tylenol, acetaminophen for the more or less. A muscle relaxant for your earache and a cough syrup. And they said if you don't get better, to go to the emergency room. But you're under this doctor's care that just prescribed all of this medication to you and has already done labs for you. And they told you to go to the ER? Are you sure? Are you sure? They don't want you to follow back up with them? They're the one that's treating you. Okay. All right. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. And, I know I sound sassy, but I'm 100% being sassy because I find some theories are so stupid that they pollute my brain even more, and I'm not going to get better if I look at them. So
I wouldn't use sassy to describe your tone. That's not the first word that I came up with for myself. No, but I don't know what all the theories are. The theories that I've heard so far circulating have come from you directly.
I have to turn the comments off. I'm sorry. For those of you who wish me well and were worried about me, I appreciate it. A lot of people reached out to me. I cannot answer everybody because I'm not well. So I guess just wait for these little updates. I appreciate you being worried, but I just need to rest and not, I've just hardly been on my phone, honestly. I get all cozy and just listen to, little horror stories to fall asleep to. But beyond that, I I hate the internet and it's poison and I don't need any more poison. So,
Well, that's good that you've determined that the internet can be a very toxic place. And I would say, you've certainly done your share of contributing to that toxicity. So it is good, I think, that you're taking some time off, not only for your own mental health and your own state of mind, but also for the community, really, because it gives us a chance to take a breather and to look into other things and talk about something more interesting. And everyone can take a deep breath and realize just how toxic you are. And then maybe start to question, why are they still watching you? Why? You don't respect your viewers enough to even you shut off your comments. You don't respect your viewers enough to even just let them leave a comment on your video. I don't blame you if you delete the extremely hateful ones. I do that. Most people don't see those. They get filtered and I say goodbye. But, so I understand that. I understand. But yeah, taking a break from the internet is good for everybody, including myself, including you, Chantal. And I think that's very healthy. And anyone who is finding themselves fighting with people over you or getting unduly hostile about things that don't matter, such as you, hey, you matter in the grand scheme of things, but in my life and the communities, these people's lives, no, not at all. Not at all. If you never upload again, if you never come live again, nothing in my life is going to change. I'll just have something else to talk about with everybody. That's all. That's what would change. You won't be in the thumbnail. That's all.
You laugh, but you would be surprised at how bad, it's so true. What you watch and you pollute your mind with will definitely have an impact on how you feel physically.
Definitely. I totally agree with you. Watching plane crashes and listening to horror stories while you're falling asleep and watching slasher films, that definitely pollutes someone's mind. I totally agree.
So I'm just trying to watch serene things and things I like. for the time being. And I haven't been really like looking at, messages people were sending me, because I know, excuse me.
Sounds like it's time for a cough syrup dose. Scissor. Excuse me.
I just don't have the energy to like reply to everybody. So that's why these general updates, So I think I'm just gonna rest a bit and hopefully be back to making content soon. I don't know like why people think the world ends anytime I'm sick. Like,
Newsflash, it definitely does not. It doesn't. Anyone who's spending hours speculating about where you could be and what you're doing and what's going on with you and all of that, like I could see it like crossing someone's mind and like, I wonder what's going on. She hasn't uploaded in a few days. Like, I think that's normal. But anyone who's like, really diving in for days in depth and with a lot of seriousness, they probably don't, hey, I don't know about you, Chantal, but I got a lot going on. And I don't say that to brag. I'm kind of busy. I mean, not like flat straight out all the time. No, but like I got like different things that I'm juggling. So like when I think about, Chantal hasn't uploaded, I'm like, you know what I think? I go, oh, she's probably in Canada because the screen's been black, so we can't see the background. And that's it. That's pretty much it. And like, when we do talk about you in my chat, I'll read everyone else's theories and what they think and consider them and like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. But at the end of the day, we don't know. So to me, it's pointless to fill my brain with Chantal fun facts and info to try to determine where you are in your cycle and where you could possibly be in the world. I have other things to think about, and the majority of my audience does too. They got lives. So nothing stops when you don't upload, trust me.
I get sick. I'm not in the best of health, but like, why jump the gun? You don't know. So, and I will never ever mistreat my body again. And so far,
let's mark her words. What's today? May 24th, 2024. I will never mistreat my body again. Okay.
Far, I haven't. And so far, I'm down a lot of weight. I started eating more regular food now, but healthy stuff and like whole foods, mostly anyway. But my appetite at least is back without the nausea. And yeah, I vowed to never take my health for granted. I realize finally how dangerous diabetes is. I don't know why I never thought it was so, dangerous. I think it's just always, you just, always think that you have more time until you don't,
Right.
Well,
Right. The doctor had to leave, by the way. He knows that you're just rambling at this point, not saying anything, so he has other patients to see, so he had to leave. He said, please excuse him.
I was a fool, but I will not be ever again, so.
Okay, you said it. Your words.
Believe what you want, it's no skin off my ass.
I don't want to think about the skin on your ass. I mean, you made a point to tell us that you got new, clean, cheeky underwear with vaginal feminine wipes and corn powder, corn starch for your folds to keep them dry. So I don't want to think about the skin on your ass. I'm just thinking of open sores. I don't want to have that visual. Please don't talk about your ass again. Please. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm in a really bitchy, sassy mood today, so yeah. And I'm just like rolling my eyes. Like I had to turn my comments off because I'm just like, the things, I don't know.
I think this was the point you probably should have stopped recording, or when you went back in. Well, you said you weren't going to edit it, but still, I would probably cut this part off because it sounds like you're about to start a really big ramble, and we still have almost 3 minutes left to this video. I haven't listened to it this far in yet, so yeah, I probably should have cut it here.
The things I see are just so dumb. Like, by the way, just if you don't hear it from me, it's probably not true, okay? I know you like to believe things. I know people like to believe the worst and are waiting for me to die, which makes you a sick individual, but it's not going to happen.
We're all going to die someday. That is just a fact. It is going to happen. So, I mean...
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I don't have to leave Kuwait. Like, why would I have to leave Kuwait? I've heard a few people say that. Why would I have to leave Kuwait just because of my health? They have some of the best health facilities here.
Because you can't afford it. When you had your bout of sciatica, you said that you weren't unable to get any imaging done because you can't afford it. And in Canada, where you're still a citizen, and I don't know about your eligibility for receiving health care at this point. I don't know about any of that stuff. But theoretically, my understanding is that you could return to Canada and resume your regular life and get your regular Canadian health care, which apparently, I mean, you don't have a lot of out-of-pocket depending what happens. So, I mean, that only seems logical. If you can't afford imaging in Kuwait, but you could go back to your home country and get it potentially without any out-of-pocket costs. That's kind of a no-brainer. So...
I don't... Just some of it doesn't make any sense. So I'm just really not sure when my next update will be. I'm taking a break from the effing internet because it's just so stupid. And it really is toxic.
You're borderline about to rage right now. We're 10 minutes and 5 seconds in. It's an 11-minute and 58-second video. You're borderline ready to rage. Is this why you're doing uploads? Has it been 90 days yet since your strike? Probably not. How much longer do you have to go? That must be really like a test for you to not rage.
Toxic. I hate it. And
I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it. The one thing that I get my regular income from, I hate it.
You're lucky I love you guys because otherwise I'd probably be long gone from the...
Okay. Let's stop the dramatics, okay? You don't love anybody but yourself, and let's be real about that, okay? You don't love anybody, especially your beezers, and anyone else who happens to watch you either through your channel or my channel or anyone else's channel. You don't love us or those people. So you come back for yourself. And you do that for a couple of reasons. A, that's the only way you know how to make money as an adult. Any kind of like livable wage, because you have no actual skills to go like into the workforce to do anything long term. You could probably do like a job for like a week or two, but then you'd rage and and storm out and quit. Right? So, I mean, there's that. And also, aside from money, you have strong attention needs. You need to be seen and you need attention, and you don't even care if it's positive or negative. So you're in a country right now where you don't want to leave your apartment. And if Salah isn't giving you attention because he's sick of your shit, let's be real, he's over it. So he's not coming around as much, gassing you up for, your payday has just passed. So he probably, flew in and, you did a bunch of, ordering and whatever, paid some bills, and he's probably gone already. It's only been 2 days since you've been paid. He's probably already, back to wherever. So he's not giving you attention. And you don't have any friends in Kuwait. You don't even have acquaintances that you could meet for coffee. Literally nothing. Nobody. So you use your channel to meet your attention needs. It's very clear. You will come on a live stream when you're not feeling like your best and you have no topic to discuss. You have no subject that you even want to like come in with. Like, oh, we could start to talk about this and then we'll see where it goes. You don't even do that. You come on, you come live, and you sit and wait for the chat to fill and you just talk to the chat. That's loneliness. That's a need for attention. So it's not that you love your Beezers or you love anyone who watches your channel. You need the money and you have a strong need for attention. That's why you come back every time.
This stupid, toxic environment. But anyway, especially sick, you have to just be positive and, stay away from stupid things. So yeah, other than that, I'm actually feeling a bit better, so already. So inshallah, with my medicine and prayer and taking good care of my body, I hope that I'll be on the mend very soon and I'll be able to see you guys again soon. Hopefully I can do an update next time.
Live.
On a live stream or something.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
But yeah, just wait for an update from me because really, I'm the only one who saw a doctor. I'm the only one who knows the truth. What I'm taking. Nobody else knows anything. Like, even if you were diabetic and you had this and these symptoms, that's nice. But it doesn't mean that that's what happened to me. Okay, so... yeah, you don't have to freak out. I'm okay. I'm not dying.
Yeah, did you hear that, Beezers? Stop freaking out. Stop freaking out. When she disappears for like a week at a time, just don't freak out, don't be concerned, and don't worry about it. But be sure to renew your membership.
I'm not getting kicked out of Kuwait. What's another stupid thing? Just whatever you hear stupid. If it makes you go, huh, then just, it's dumb and don't listen, okay? All right. Thanks for listening, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Well, that's great, and I'm sure that did make her feel better. She always feels good after some dumping out onto her audience. She always feels good after that. Gets all those negative feelings and thoughts out, dumps it out onto the audience, then shuts off comments. So there's no opportunity to respond. And I did a video on trauma dumping, and that is the definition. There is no reciprocation. She won't even allow a reply from you. She dumps it out and then, okay, bye. And don't bother to talk about me or speculate or worry. Just wait for my next update, and I'm not going to tell you when that will be. So just wait on the edge of your seat. That's abusive. That's abusive behavior. If you have people who care about you, even if you don't give a damn about them, it's just courteous to let them know, like, hey, I'm feeling better, but I don't really want to come online. It might be a couple of days so people can chill out a little bit. But for Chantal, that is part of what feeds her. That's part of what fills her emotionally, to have people worrying about her, but she doesn't want to feel obligated to respond. So she wants to know that that's going on in your head, but you're not going to be able to communicate that to her because she doesn't want to feel like she has to reply to anybody to let anyone know that she's okay. So if anyone is still worried about her, don't. Clearly, she's fine. She's back to her normal self. And now, it's just a matter of, why is the camera off? Because she has come on camera before looking terrible. Many times. So why now? Why now does the camera go completely black? Just something to think about. And no, I wouldn't wait for her to tell us. No, Chantal, no. See, that's what fuels speculation. You either leave things completely in the dark, like your screen, or you're vague because you want that speculation. You do want that speculation. Otherwise, you would just come out with it. Or you've been caught in so many inconsistencies, aka lies, a lie, that no one believes you anyway. So the cycle continues. And everybody, I hope you enjoyed my upload. I already did a live stream today, so I thought I would just do a quick reaction to Foodie Beauty. All right, everybody, thank you so much for hanging out for a quick second with me and listening in, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Alright guys, see you soon and goodbye.